looking up at the podium there right now, imagining being up there today?
I'm not really looking at the podium, I'm just looking down the pit lane. I've been here a long time, you know.
Taking in the moment. And
Yeah.
you did some fantastic laps yesterday. You really look like you're at one with this car this season. Is that fair to say?
I like to think so, yeah. I mean, it's a constant work in progress. But I would say, you know, that's been a target's been to improve qualifying. Last year, I think I had 5 poles in the whole year, so it wasn't the strongest of year of qualifying for me. So I think I've got that back, which feels great. But honestly, it doesn't come easy. We continue to work. I'm usually here till around 9, maybe 10 p.m. every night, so that's where the work gets done.
Pole in recent years hasn't always been the best place to start from here. So what's the challenge? The challenge is what? Get a great launch, and then just you've got to really keep your wits about you all the way around turn 5, turn 6.
Yeah, I mean it's probably one of the top 2, top 3 of trickiest starts. So you can get a good start away from the grid, but then exit of turn 1 is really everything. And so I can't really tell you what's going to happen or how it could be not good and it could be good. It really depends on what happens behind me, where I position the car in turn 1, how good you're able to get an exit. Yeah, there's all these different factors which we're trying to, which I'm studying right now. But every time we go into turn 1 is different. Every start's different.
What about the temperatures? At the moment it's cooled down a little bit. It was warmer a moment ago. We don't really know yet what the temperature's going to be like at the start of the race either.
No, I think it's going to be fluctuating today. And as the sun comes out, it warms up, and then it's obviously quite cloudy. But then there are patches where the sun can come through. So I think being cooler makes it a little bit easier on the tires for strategy. And then there's possibility of some rain at some stage as well. So I think we just need to stay focused on being wary and on our toes.
Great stuff. Thank you. Have a good race today. Thank you, Lewis. Now I can ask Valtteri to join us, and we'll chat to Valtteri, who starts from P2 today. And I had a chat with Valtteri yesterday after qualifying. And Valtteri, you said to me yesterday that you're looking at turn 5. You're going to make your move in that first lap today. Is that still the plan?
Yeah, of course, it is the plan. I think here starting second is you can have your advantages into turn 5, and that's just the toe effect is pretty big here. With I don't know how long is the distance. It's over 1.5 kilometers into turn 5, so I think that's a great opportunity.
It looks like it's going to be a one-stop, so you've really got to get your moves done on lap 1, have you?
Well, yeah, I think maybe most likely for many drivers it's going to be one stop. I think 2-stop is still not completely out of the game, but yeah, and I think in terms of strategy, then it's going to be quite crucial when we stop and really make most out of it. But we think race pace-wise, Red Bull is going to be pretty strong.
What would it mean to you to be on that top step today?
It would be really important. Of course, I need to try and squeeze the gap to Lewis in terms of points. So I'll be just focusing on winning and trying to find a way for that.
Could I ask you just to give us a summary, a look ahead to the race in your own language, please? Thank you.
Niin kuin eilen sanoin, niin kakkospaikat täällä on tosiaan hyvä lähteä. Et se on niin pitkä matka tuosta ekasmutkasta tonne vitosmutkaan, että siinä menee melkein pari kilsaa kaasupohjassa, niin se imuapu on aika iso siinä, niin siinä on heti ekalla kierroksella aika hyvä mahis mulla päästä johtoon, niin se on tietenkin heti alkuun se tavoite ja sen jälkeen kisa on pitkä ja mä uskon, että se kellon eniten kisavauhtia tänään niin tulee kisan voittamaan ja se on onneksi mulla ollut hyvää ja harjoituksessa myös, niin uskon, että tulee tiukka vääntö Red Bullien kanssa myös, että niillä on hyvä vauhti ollut koko viikonlopun, niin hyvä kisa tulee. Täällä on aina hyviä skaboja, niin odotan kovasti.
Kiitos Valtteri, have a good race.
Kiitos.
Thank you.
The Ferrari pit crew warming up next to the Ferrari drivers. Now, guys, no one wants to see Ferrari struggling like you did yesterday. Just how much are you hurting today? Sebastian, can we start with you?
Well, it's a new day, so obviously yesterday wasn't a good day for us as a team, but we have to stay strong and, go pull through, so to say. So today doesn't actually hurt because it's a new day, and with a new day there's also a new chance, so we try to do everything we can in the race to hopefully score some points.
Now, Charles, you said coming into the weekend that you were going to struggle, but were you expecting it to be as difficult as it has been?
I think we are struggling more than what we thought at the beginning, but it's the way it is. And as Seb said, today is a new day, and we'll try to do the best result possible.
Talk of rain maybe this afternoon. Are you running very little wing, and are you doing a rain dance, or do you want it to stay dry?
We were speaking about that just before. I don't think it will be a big advantage. I don't think we've taken a downforce level that will help us in the rain. We just tried to have the best day possible yesterday. So yeah, no rain dance for me.
And if we can throw it forward to Monza next weekend, is it just this nature of a power track that you're going to struggle on? So there's no way out of it, at least for the foreseeable future?
There's an element of that, so I think next weekend won't be easy, but first of all we focus on today. As I said, try to score some points, and then we look forward to next year. Obviously Monza this year will be very different without the support of the fans. I think it will be a very different Monza for us too, especially for the team as well. But nevertheless, we even if it's tough times, we try to do the best we can and get the maximum for the fans and for the team.
Just quickly from both of you then, what are your objectives today? Can you get into the points? How hopeful are you?
It's going to be very difficult, but definitely the goal should try to do absolutely everything to get into the points. Then whether I finish 11th, 12th or 13th, there's no points awarded for that, so we'll give everything to get into the points, yes.
Okay, let's have a quick word from you in your own languages, please, starting with Sebastian.
Ja, ich denke, das Wochenende ist bis jetzt sehr zäh für uns und wir tun uns schwer und wir werden uns wahrscheinlich heute auch im Rennen schwer tun. Trotzdem ist das genau der Grund, warum wir Rennen fahren, um rauszufinden, wo wir stehen. Und ich denke schon, dass wir noch ein bisschen nach vorne rücken können. Ich hoffe, dass wir im Rennen schneller sind als im Qualifying und Boden gut machen können. Und am Ende ist unser Ziel ein paar Punkte.
Un week-end très compliqué jusque-là et je pense que la course va être très honnêtement difficile. Donc voilà, on va tout donner. On espère pas vraiment de pluie pour l'instant. Si elle arrive, ça ne changera pas grand-chose pour nous malheureusement. Donc voilà, on va tout donner pour essayer de finir dans les points aujourd'hui.
And right on cue, the team are going to do some pit stop practice maybe behind me. But Alex, you're starting with the softs today. You've got a different strategy to your teammates. What are you hoping from today's race?
Yeah, good points. Hopefully it'll be a pretty simple one. Weather might not say that, but yeah, we'll see. Obviously turn 1 here is pretty chaotic. And then the run down into turn 5, is yeah, things can happen. So hopefully we can get through it, make some positions, and yeah, have a clean race.
Are you going to be in amongst it at turn 1, or are you going to let them battle it out and
No,
hope to sneak
I mean,
through?
we'll give it a go. We'll see. The thing is the Renaults are pretty up on the straight, so yeah, you kind of need it. Try and get in front of them into turn 1 before they go down the straight. So
If the temperatures do drop a bit, I know the sun's come out right now, but if they do drop a bit, are you at an advantage starting on the softs?
I'd say it's more about the launch. It's that kind of run into turn 1 more than anything else. Once it all comes down after turn 5, there's not much to be had. But yeah.
You get up there and give your teammate a hand as well and try and get in amongst those. Get rid of the Renault
You
quickly
got it,
early on
you
today.
got it, yes.
All right, let's have a chat with Max then. Max, great qualifying from you yesterday. Start in P3, not a bad position to start this race from.
No, it's not, but I don't know. We'll find out through the race how competitive we are. We'll try to follow them, and we'll see what happens.
You had a nice slipstream though up to today. You could cause some trouble for Mercedes.
Yeah, I mean it is, but also you have to be a bit careful from behind. The Renault is quite quick on the straight. Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen.
Is a podium possible today? I know you always took your chances down, but if the team looked at the data and thought it's possible for you today?
A podium for sure. But,
Sorry, a win even.
A win, I think that will be very tricky, but we're just going to see what happens throughout the race. Try to follow, and you never know. Maybe the weather, even though it's sunny at the moment, so we don't want that.
It's fun funny, we look at the radar and we can look at everything and it'll tell us, oh, it's going to rain for the start of the race, and then the sun comes out. I mean, what have you heard? What have you been told by the team to expect?
It's Spa, you never know. You can look at the radar a lot, but I don't think it's going to give you the exact picture anyway.
Not until you go out on the formation lap and get an idea.
Yeah, but you know, like I've said before, we'll just see and feel our way into the race and try to get on with it.
Can you look to your teammates? Can the team do something with strategy to try and give you a hand and get in there amongst the Mercedes?
Well, I think we just have to focus on ourselves and try to get the best out of the tires and the car, and then we'll see what happens with the other cars, how they are behaving on the tires, and we'll see after the race where we end up.
You had your best qualifying. The car certainly seems to suit you better around here now. So is that looking for a good race performance today as well?
Yeah. I think we'll see. It's a lot of we'll see. But yeah, it's hard to say. I think Friday looked okay. So guess what? We'll see.
All right. Thank you very much, Alex. Max, if I could just ask you to speak to us very briefly in your own language, please. If you could give us some comments.
In my own language.
In Dutch.
Ik hoop dat we er een mooie race kunnen maken. Dat we normaal de eerste bocht doorkomen en dan daarna zien we het allemaal wel. Ik hoop dat we natuurlijk een beetje de Mercedes kunnen volgen en natuurlijk uiteindelijk op het podium komen is natuurlijk heel mooi.
Lando, that pit stop practice in the background. Lando, that was another cracking good qualifying session for the team yesterday. Just walk us through your session. P10?
Yeah, P10, I mean, not as good as what it could have been. With all honesty, I think it could have been just a couple of positions higher, just ahead of their racing points. But yeah, just makes my race a bit more exciting today. I got a bit of a bigger job to do, but yeah, not the end of the day. I think we have good pace in the car. I feel comfortable, so I need to put that into practice today.
Now, you said after quali that you didn't have a slipstream. Why not? Was that an active decision of yours, or you just found yourself in the wrong place on the racetrack?
Just kind of in the wrong position, really. I mean, I had the intent to, but the Renault slowed up a lot. Almost stopped on the track, at which point, yeah, I had to just go past them, basically. For me, in my eyes, it was just, you're not allowed to go unnecessarily slowly, and he had the slipstream from the Red Bulls already, so he just put me into a position where I was almost forced to go past, and I just kind of, I could have risked going that slow, but I also could have just went past, and I still did a good lap, but just not good enough.
Surprised by the pace of the Renault?
I wouldn't say surprised. I think maybe just a little bit further ahead than we were expecting, but at the same time, we know where the weaknesses are and the strengths are from the car, so we were expecting them to be strong anyway. But I don't think they're out of our reach. I think we have a chance to beat them if we get everything right and we put everything together. But we'll see.
Stay there, Lando. Carlos, can I bring you in? G'day, g'day.
Hello.
Your best ever quali at Spa, P7.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty happy with that. With yesterday, I think we had a good day. Especially because Spa is a circuit where in the past I've been very lucky, but yeah, to get a chance to start P7 and let's see what we can do.
Well, what can you do? Have you got a good race car, or was it set up for one lap yesterday?
No, I think it has a reasonable balance between quali and race. What it doesn't have maybe is a lot of downforce for if it rains, but at the moment it looks pretty bright out there. So let's see. I think we will have a race with the racing points. For sure they want to finish ahead, and also because their pace on Friday looked stronger than ours. So it's going to be tricky to keep them behind, and I think the Renaults at the moment this weekend they are just a tiny bit out of reach for us, but with a good strategy and a good pace, maybe we can bother them a bit.
Now it's birthday central here at McLaren. Your founder Bruce McLaren would have turned 83 today. Carlos, it's your birthday tomorrow.
Tuesday in the end. I got it even wrong.
You got it wrong. I said in all the interviews it was Monday.
Yeah, me too.
You did.
Which is even worse because it's my birthday and I don't even know when it is.
Lando, what are you going to give him for his birthday?
Just a high five.
You can't go with.
You can't. A virtual high five. I don't know. I'll maybe let him finish ahead today. That'll be his present.
Maybe.
All right.
Depends how you're feeling.
Look, I think he should be grateful enough with having a teammate as wonderful as me. So I think he should be grateful for that already.
It's a bit arrogant for you.
I said it in a kind way.
It's not common that you hear Lando saying those kind of things. So humble most of the time.
Listen, on that note, I'm going to wish you both a very good race later today. And Carlos, if we could please have a few words in Spanish as well.
Oh, I hate this.
Hola.
Hola a todos. Soy Carlos. I say hola, soy Lando.
Hola, soy Lando. Really good, huh? I'm getting good at this. After 2 years.
Feliz cumpleaños, Carlos.
Feliz cumpleaños, Carlos.
Now sing happy birthday. Cumpleaños feliz.
No.
Okay. Anyway,
Tuesday, I'll save it for.
do I really need to do this on my own language? A little. Okay. Sí, muy contentos con la quali de ayer. Creo que estamos en una posición muy buena para la carrera, saliendo séptimos. Esperamos una carrera difícil porque los Racing Points salen cerca y normalmente tienen mejor ritmo que nosotros. Y luego tenemos a unos Renault que están un pelín fuera de nuestra lucha, están muy rápidos este fin de semana. Así que nada, a ver qué podemos hacer y a por todas.
Thank you, guys.
I have the Renault guys here and they were just chatting about food actually. Daniel telling me how much he ate for breakfast this morning, and Esteban, you always end up light when you get weighed for the car.
Yeah, exactly, but I'm a bit more confident because he's also light at the moment, so somehow, you know, the tough weekend in Barcelona, very, very warm, made us burn some calories, so yeah, I don't know, he was saying he ate pizza and ice cream, so it doesn't make sense.
But you also, it made you quicker yesterday, Daniel. That was fantastic qualifying from you.
Yeah, it's been nice all weekend. It's been a really good one. You know, we've had some strong Fridays and sometimes backed it up Saturday, but not all the time. And yeah, it was good to do it yesterday. And I think second row, it's nice. And I saw a stat. I think it's the best. Fourth and sixth is the best Renault team qualifying in quite a while. I don't know how long, but I heard it was a while. So yeah, put a smile on everyone's face yesterday.
Will you be putting a smile on our faces with some classic Daniel Ricciardo late lunges into Les Cornes today?
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, so we'll see.
You've got the car. You've got that straight line speed.
We do.
I mean,
Yeah.
you must be. I can, without even with the mask on, I can see that you're looking forward to this.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's just nice to start up the front, you know, and it's like when you've fought, like I can diagonally see the pole sitter, you know, across. It's like you're in arm's reach, and it's just nice to know that you're in the fight coming into turn one, or as you say, after Rouge into Les Cornes, or however, is that good pronunciation? Les Cornes. So yeah, obviously if there's a move on, I'll go for it. I think we have to try and disrupt a little bit the race in front, otherwise they'll probably sail away. But yeah, do what we got to do.
You've been the star, though, Esteban, of Sector 1 all weekend. So is that your opportunity to go and join him up there and get in the mix?
Yeah, that's going to be the target for sure. I think we've been quick in the first and third sector where the straight line was, so that's very good for racing. At the moment, it doesn't seem like there's going to be some rain coming, so we should, you know, keep that advantage at that moment. So, yeah, you know, we, as Daniel said, it's the best quali for the team since a long time, which is very, very positive. And it feels good, you know, after Barcelona, we've turned a tough weekend to a very, very good one here. And looking at the characteristics, should be another good one in Monza. So at the moment, we are all very happy. We need to get some good result here, obviously.
Daniel, your boss has been looking at tattoo shops in Milan, I understand. He's looking forward to you getting a podium today.
I got sent a mock-up of him with a Tyson face tat. It was bad. It was really bad. But let's see. I know we've given it a lot of talk, but obviously we got to make the walk now. So hopefully it's soon. Maybe in a few hours, we'll see.
Great stuff. Thank you, Daniel. Esteban,
Thank
if I could ask you for a brief, quick answer in your own language, in French, please. Thank
Bien
you.
sûr, pour l'instant ça a été un super week-end. C'est sûr que dans la position où on est pour l'instant, on a beaucoup d'espérance pour cette course. On veut marquer des gros points. Et voilà, on part déjà dans cette position, donc c'est vraiment positif comparé à Barcelone où on a eu un week-end difficile. On a réussi à retransformer la chose et c'est vraiment un bon feeling. Donc à voir ce qu'on peut faire maintenant en course.
With the AlphaTauri drivers now, Daniel Kvyat starting P11, Pierre Gasly P12. How are you boys today?
Good.
I'm good.
I'm good as well.
Up for the fight. Do you think you've got a good car in the race?
Yeah, I think so far the weekend's been pretty good. Obviously, it was very tight in qualifying, but I think we have a good race car. We have a free tire choice, and yeah, hopefully it can be an advantage. So, no, I'm pretty confident we can have a strong race here.
Now, Pierre, we've seen you in Q3 a lot this year. What was it, 4 100s or 2 100s? I can't even remember, but so close yesterday. Can you see where you lost that time on the lap?
Yeah, it wasn't the best lap on my side, and yeah, I was a bit upset at myself. But I mean, yesterday was very close. I think 100s with Daniel and 200s to Norris in P10. So yeah, that's a close fight, and we know if we don't get everything perfect on our side, then we know it's difficult to achieve Q3. So now we need to focus on the race. That's today the most important day, and yeah, I'll be giving everything.
Well, Danny, coming on to you, it was a clean session for you, and you seem very upbeat after yesterday.
I think it was not a bad lap in the end. Just lost quite a bit of time only in the one chicane in the turn 12-13 there. Otherwise, also like Pierre said, it was really tight, small margins, and putting a perfect lap on such a track is not easy. But starting positions today allow us to have hopes for a good race. So hopefully we'll be able to put everything together today and put on a strong performance.
Now, with you guys starting next to each other on the grid, have you had a discussion about working together in the race, giving each other a tow, that kind of thing?
I think we push as hard as we can, and then yeah, we'll see who brings the most of the points. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, we may try a few different things, and yeah, if we see that there's something better for the team to get more points, for sure, yeah, we'll work that out.
And Pierre, just before we move on, you're using a commemorative helmet for Antoine Hubert today. Just how are you feeling coming into this race, given what happened 12 months ago?
Yeah, it's a very strange feeling. Obviously, I mean, it's at the moment remembering some very horrific and horrible moments from last year. But yeah, I know what he wants me to do. He wants me to race as hard as I can and get the maximum points, and that's what I'll try to do for him.
Good luck with that, and if we could please have a word from each of you in your own languages, Pierre, starting with you.
On a un bon week-end, on a eu un bon week-end jusqu'à présent. En qualif, c'était vraiment très serré. Hier, j'ai pas réussi à faire le tour parfait. Je fais un bon tour et j'ai perdu un peu de temps dans la dernière chicane, ce qui m'a coûté la Q3. Mais bon, aujourd'hui, on a une bonne place sur la grille. On part en 12e position avec un choix de pneus, donc on va essayer de tout donner. Et voilà, c'est vrai que personnellement, pour moi, c'est une course importante avec ce qui s'est passé l'année dernière pour Antoine, et je vais donner le meilleur de moi-même et j'espère aller chercher quelques points.
Мы постараемся сделать максимум в сегодняшней гонке. Стартовая позиция довольно хорошая. Мы надеемся, что мы сможем выжать максимум из машины всей гонки. Гонка будет длинной и интересной. Thank you.
Sergio, It's looked like it's been a season where there's a great battle going on in the midfield around here. We're surprised, a little bit surprised to see you starting in the positions you are today. Did you think you might be a little bit further up coming into the weekend?
Yeah, I think especially after Friday we had a very good pace in the car, and yeah, we were surprised yesterday that things didn't come together. Reynolds and McLaren picked up their pace massively, so I think we are still in the fight. I think we should have a strong race pace, and if there is a place where qualifying doesn't matter too much, it's around the spot, so I'm still very confident for the race.
This is a driver's track, as they call it, and you can overtake around here. You must be really looking forward to this one, though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward massively, and I really want to do well, and I want to go upwards from where we are.
What do you think of your race pace compared to the Renaults and the McLarens? Renault have definitely set their car up for this track this weekend. It's whether or not they can carry that through, I guess, through all the laps today.
Yeah, well, I think they're going to be definitely strong. They're going to be around us. It will not be very easy, it won't be easy at all to beat them, but I think we have a good plan. We will push them, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see after the race.
Are you expecting to see the Ferraris come through at all?
Not really. Unless it rains, I think they're lacking a bit of pace. Unless they're really all focusing on to the race, they can come through. But and with the strategy, you know, between the 1 and 2 stops, there is still plenty to play for. But my main concern is Renault and McLaren.
If I could just ask you to give us a look ahead to the race in your own language, please. Thank you.
Sí, creo que tenemos una buena oportunidad para el día de hoy, a pesar de que la calificación no tuvimos el ritmo que esperábamos. Creo que tenemos un buen ritmo para ser competitivos en la carrera y mejorar nuestra posición. Y bueno, si hay un circuito donde no importa mucho la calificación es en Bélgica, entonces creo que podemos tener una gran carrera hoy.
Thank you very much, Sergio. And Lance, you've had some great fun around this track before, haven't you? Looking forward to this one today.
Yeah, for sure. It's always exciting to race around here. You know, this opportunity for overtaking, and it's really a fight from start to finish. So I'm looking forward to it.
You had a great race last time out in Spain as well. What's the plan today? I mean, it looks like a one-stop. Is there anything else you can do?
No, I mean it's between a one-stop and two-stop. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of teams doing different strategies. We'll just have to run our race and try and have a good start, gain some positions, and from there, move forward, get some good points.
You've done that in the past. What are your thoughts of today? I mean, do you visualise the start of the race? Do you imagine where you're going to end up putting yourself, or?
Not really. Every start is kind of unique, so I think you got to be ready for anything. But I know we have good car pace, so I'm just focused on the whole race, and gaining those positions to grab some good points.
What would be a good result for you today?
Maybe we'd like to beat the McLarens. I was a bit frustrated with my qualifying yesterday. I left a couple tenths on the table, so I want to gain those positions back in the race today, and from there, hopefully, we can challenge Renault, and that would be great.
Great stuff. Have a good race.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Lance.
...2007 world champion Kimi Räikkönen starting P16. Some people would call you the king of Spa, 4 wins. Do you take much pleasure out of driving around here when you're in this more uncompetitive situation?
Well, it's still a nice track to come. Obviously, we wish we could be faster and higher up, but that's where we are right now. I think the car we had it pretty okay, but it's just the lap time is too slow to be higher up, and we'll try again today.
Where are you losing most of your time, Kimi?
I think it's obviously we lose on the straights a bit, and then depends who you compare. If you compare Mercedes, I think we lose everywhere, but it's a similar story for many others. So it's a bit everywhere.
Given the amount of full throttle here, 70%, particularly through sectors 1 and 3, how difficult is your race going to be this afternoon?
We'll see. We'll find out. Hopefully we can do something in the race, and we'll see how the weather, if it's going to stay nice like it is now, or it is gonna changeable, and we try to do the best out of it.
Kimi Räikkönen rain dance, perhaps. Kimi, quick word in your own language, please. Just looking ahead to the race.
No, katsotaan mitä saadaan aikaiseksi, että toivottavasti pystyttäisiin taistelemaan ja tästä vähän eteenpäin.
Thank you, Kimi. Antonio. How are you? So, P16 for the race today. A little bit disappointed after quali yesterday.
Yeah, unfortunately P18, so but yeah, quali yesterday was not ideal, I would say, especially looking what we did on Friday and FP3. But yeah, now we need to just focus on today. The weather looked fine so far, but yeah, we need to just have a good first lap, good strategy, and I think we can have a great result.
Well, you've had great first laps at most races this year. Just how quickly can you follow another car through Eau Rouge on that opening lap? How close?
Yeah, quite close, but it's not will not be flat like a normal lap. So yeah, lap one will be quite tricky, but yeah, just exciting for the first lap.
And Antonio, I've heard you say that you're back to the old Antonio, sort of circa 2016 when you were winning races in GP2. Just how confident are you now behind the wheel of this Alfa Romeo?
Yeah, quite confident. I think after 1 year and plus, these races we did, my confidence went quite high, and this is what I need. Just confidence make you just everything more easy. And but now, yeah, we need just achieve a great result together with the team.
All right, good luck with that. Quick word, if you may, in Italian, please.
Sì, una qualifica non facile ieri, con soprattutto vedendo un po' quello che avevamo fatto il venerdì e nell'FP3, però oggi sarà un altro giorno, il tempo per adesso è buono, quindi dobbiamo concentrarci sulla strategia d'asciutto e fare sicuramente una buona partenza e una buona gara.
Kevin Magnussen and Romain Grosjean for Haas. Kevin, I know you're starting P20 today, but the only way is forward.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You can't go backwards from there. So I mean, it's gonna be a tough challenge to get forward, but because it's not like we're way faster than the guys in front. So you're gonna have to do something on strategy or get a very good first lap. But yeah, I mean, we'll give it a go.
Obviously, it's going to be tricky, but you've got the Alphas and the Williams in front of you. What have you seen that can give you confidence you can finish ahead of them today?
I don't know. I think my hope is that we can have a good first lap, and then maybe weather can play a part as well. That wouldn't be too bad when you're starting where I am. So yeah, there's always opportunities here around Spa. It's a special track for that, and especially with the weather. So my fingers are crossed that there'll be some sort of weather change.
Yeah, you'll be going back inside and doing a bit of a rain dance, maybe.
Of course, yes.
How difficult is it when you're on the back foot the way you guys are because of all the lack of running, because of the engine changes and engine issues?
Well, I think we were lucky that, but I guess the team did a good job to put the car on track and it being pretty well balanced straight away. So it wasn't like the car was too bad. It's just you need a bit of time. You always find more lap time every session, and so when you miss almost 2 full sessions, you're still finding lap time in qualifying. So yeah, on that last run, I just pushed the limits too far and didn't get a lap time. So that cost me my qualifying position. But yeah, we'll try again today.
If I could ask you just to look ahead to the race for me in your own language, please. Thank you.
Håber på et race fyldt med vejrforhold, der skifter, og prøve at få en god første omgang. Det er ikke fordi, vi er meget hurtigere end dem, vi kører race imod, men man kan altid gøre det ene og det andet.
Thank you very much, Kevin. And Roman, if I can move on to you. You're starting from P17 today. You've been on the podium here. You know what it takes to make moves and to move up. What chance today? What are you looking at?
Yeah, I think we're doing the best we can with the car. Obviously, here our target was the Ferraris, our benchmark, and we're not that far away from them. So I guess we did a good job even missing Friday. The boys they did a good job putting the car back together and also preparing the setup beforehand. So quali, you know, we did the best we could. I was planning on doing 3 runs as Kevin, but I got stopped at the weighbridge, so cost me one of the run, maybe cost a place in Q2. But yeah, let's see today. The Friday we did a very few high fuel running, but the laps we did were actually quite competitive. So let's hope that today we can find a way through the field and benefit from anything that can happen.
How strange is it to say that you were looking at the Ferraris? I mean, ordinarily you would expect that to be in the top 10 somewhere, but at the point you are at the back of the grid, that's a strange thing to be saying, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, our race this year has been with the Alfas, Alfa Romeos, and the Williams. Obviously, this weekend Ferraris came up into the back of the grid, but yeah, so it was fun, you know, being in front of them in free practice 3 was nice, and obviously we're having the same gearbox, suspension, engine, so for us it's really the benchmark.
All right, if I could ask you, Matt, to talk to me about your race or look ahead to your race in French, please. Thank you.
Oui, on va voir ce qu'on peut faire aujourd'hui. À Spa, il peut se passer beaucoup de choses. La voiture était pas mal malgré le manque de roulage qu'on a eu vendredi. Donc les quelques tours qu'on a fait avec beaucoup d'essence dans la voiture, le rythme était bon. Donc j'espère qu'aujourd'hui on arrive à remonter un petit peu, à bénéficier de tout ce qui peut se passer devant et voir à la fin où on est.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your race.
Sighs of disappointment down here at Williams because our wall as the backdrop's going to limit the Williams mechanics' ability to pull a stunt, isn't it, lads? Now, George Russell starting P15, Nicholas Latifi P19. How racy are you guys feeling today?
We're going to try. We're definitely going to try. I think on paper we aren't that racy, unfortunately. Yesterday was a really, really strong day. A little bit out position. Our Friday long run pace wasn't great. We're still a little bit draggy on the straights, but nevertheless we'll be trying to make a good first lap and fight with the Ferraris and see what we can do from there.
Fight with the Ferraris. Words I wasn't expecting you to say. Really think you've got a chance of hassling them?
Well, I think if you make a good first lap, anything can happen there. They're obviously starting both just ahead of me, and then we'll have to wait and see. You know, their pace has not been strong this weekend whatsoever. That's sort of their true pace, and we're not far behind. So if we can get ahead, who knows what can happen. But like I say, we've got to forget their Ferrari and just treat them as another competitor who are just a little bit faster than us.
George, Williams strikes me as a team that is making progress every race at the minute. You described qualifying yesterday as the best of the year. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we're continuing to go to circuits that don't necessarily suit our car characteristics, and we're still managing to perform. So I think that's really great. We are closing the gap to the leaders, i.e. Mercedes, and we're going in the right direction. So we just got to keep going, keep pushing, and make this more common.
Look, Q2 is no longer a novelty with you. When are we actually going to see you in the points?
That's the next one, isn't it? If we saw a bit of rain today, this could have been an opportunity. I think it looks like it's just going to miss us, which is a little bit disappointing. But like I say, we're doing everything we can. We've got to have a bit of luck. We need to hope for a crazy race like we saw in Austria or Brazil or Germany last year, and be ready to pounce.
Get ready to pounce. George, many thanks.
Thank you.
Nicholas starting P19, but it was a frustrating final lap with you, with Kevin Magnussen going off, wasn't it?
Yeah, just really unlucky. Yeah, it was just the last of the cars kind of going out, so more prone to getting the yellow flags. And yeah, unfortunately on that final attempt, had to lift off for it. Was still able to improve the lap, even though I had to lift, but it was obviously not enough. So quite frustrating, as I feel like this weekend, going from the FP3 into the qualifying, everything was feeling good. I felt the laps itself were actually good. There's more performance in there for sure, but nonetheless, it's all to play for in the race today. I mean, starting towards the back, so you can only go forward.
You can only do that. This is your first Grand Prix here at Spa-Francorchamps. Just how long did it take you to get up to speed in a Formula One car around this majestic track?
Not too long. I mean, I did get to do the FP1 here last year, so I had that experience already. And I have so much experience around the track in general from junior categories, so you're just kind of making a natural progression of driving a faster car. But it is a really fun track to drive in these cars.
All right, well, best of luck moving forward today.
Thank you
very much.